Hello, friends of Skele Vader. Thanks so much for tuning in. Just a little update before we jump into the video. Thanks so much for supporting me in the DIY Hero contest. I didn't quite make it through, which is fine, but all the support I got from all of you was really wonderful. Thank you so much. If you enjoy these videos, remember to keep clicking like and subscribe. Tell your friends all about the Skele Vader channel. Today we're gonna look at what I found at Target just yesterday, the Masters of the Universe Revelation Trap Jaw. So stay tuned. Okay, so after work I stopped by Target, which I sometimes do, and I happened upon these guys. So it's nice to see the trap jaw finally showing up. This Masterverse Revelation style trap jaw is a deluxe figure, and I ran into that World's Smallest Raphael too, as well as a few King Grayskulls. So it's nice to see that these new figures are showing up in the stores. I think there were a total of 4 of them there, which was, and I grabbed one of them, and here he is. So I was really excited to see him in person. At first, I was hesitant to get him, mainly because of that wonky looking mouth that you have, that we've all seen there. There's the numbers, folks, if you need them. But when I saw him in person, I kind of got excited. I've always really liked Trap Jaw. I liked his design in the Revelation series on Netflix, and this figure looks like it could be potentially really cool. I'm also interested in that merman, though I am a traditionalist with merman, so I'm a little bit hesitant with him too, because he doesn't quite look like the merman that if you grew up in the 80s, you know and love. So this guy's really, really cool looking at first. Let's get him open out of the box so we can get a closer look. So this deluxe trap jaw also comes with his motherboard cult outfit, the sort of smock thing that he wears when he's a member of the motherboard cult in Revelation, similar to the Triclops that we got recently. Comes with a belt and a smock here. The smock is like cloth, but he also comes with sort of an updated, more techie hook and claw. They both look really cool. It's nice that they stuck with those traditional options for his mechanical arm. And here he is out of the box. The colors, fantastic. I love the fluorescent green and the bright blue. I like what they did for his legs. His shin guards are really cool looking. He's got the typical articulation for these Masterverse figures, which is really spectacular. And the joints are firm, so I know he'll be standing up for a long time on my shelf. And yeah, this guy looks great. I really love what they did with the belt. And also, just so you know, folks, I know a few people have said that these don't fit in there. The attachments actually do fit in those little holsters. It's a very tight fit, which is kind of good. They won't fall out if you're taking the figure out to play with them. They won't fall out. You really have to throw them around to get those things to fall out of there. But they do fit in there. The plastic's a little soft and they fit in. And the very cool mechanical elements on this guy, there's a lot of good detail, and yeah, he's just overall a really great figure. Now let's look at this jaw. I want to point out that mouth, that sort of tongue out mouth, is disappointing for a lot of people. Certainly was for me. Once I closed his jaw, I'm definitely happy with the way this face looks. I mean, Trap Jaw has definitely been through a lot, and that really shows on his face. It's very reminiscent folks, if you're familiar, very reminiscent of the 2000X Mike Young Productions 4 Horsemen designed trap jaw figure that came out in the early 2000s. The machine gun or the laser gun is very reminiscent of the vintage. The attachment is tight, so it fits on there nicely. It doesn't fall off, and he's got all the elements. So I'm happy with this guy. He's very cool. I'm happy I got him, and I'm happy I found him in the store, and happy to see him actually showing up on the shelves. So I'm going to get this guy out of his traditional outfit. I'm going to switch out his hand from the gripping hand to the sort of open hand, which is kind of a great option. I'm going to get him dressed up in his cult member outfit, and let's see how he looks. All right, so here he is in his sort of ceremonial garb. I do want to point out that when you do have this outfit on, this motherboard cult outfit on, his neck or his head is more restricted regarding movement. So just letting you know that that's the case. If you like this look for him, that's great. I definitely prefer the traditional trap jaw look. So on display here in our house, he's gonna look like this. So here he is next to Cronus, the Origins Cronus, and then I brought out my Filmation style classics trap jaw, which is still, I think, my second favorite. My first favorite being the vintage trap jaw. Just love that guy. And then also the as you can see, my vintage trap jaw is incomplete. Still looking for his accessories and his belt. And then the Origins trap jaw. Now, when I brought the Origins trap jaw out here, I thought, well, I know the heads can switch between Masterverse and Origins, so let's see what that looks like. This really works for me, folks. I do feel like the Masterverse heads are a little small for their bodies. But when I put the Origins head on the Masterverse body for this trap jaw, I feel like this really comes together. The green really pops because it matches with the belt and the other armor elements. The helmet is a brighter color, which really makes it stand out. I put the Masterverse Trapjaw head on the Origins body. That doesn't work at all. Definitely the head is too small for that. But I feel like with this Origins head on the Masterverse body for this Trapjaw, he is more reminiscent of the vintage figure while also bringing in the articulation and the more modern details. I tried switching out the heads for the other figures. There's the Filmation body with the Masterverse head. It doesn't fit on there, by the way, folks. It's very loose on there. And then I put the, just for fun, I put the film, tried to see what the Filmation style head would look on the Origins body. That doesn't fit at all. But I think I'm seriously digging this Masterverse body with the Origins head. Yeah, that's really cool. Now, just because I really like this doesn't mean that you all like it too. I'm really interested to know what your opinion is about the Origins Trapjaw head on the Masterverse Trapjaw body. Please let me know in the comments below whether you like this or not. I am really excited about this because it combines some of the modern design elements with the wonkiness and the weirdness of the vintage Trapjaw. So let's get him out there in the field and take a photograph. Let's see where Otis wants us to take a picture. All right, folks, so here he is, the Masterverse Origins Trapjaw. If you like this video, click like and subscribe, tell your friends about Skele Vader, and I'll see you next time.